bitch like I was Drake,
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with a gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Morax.
What up, though?
We got Young Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s. We're rocking along on a Thursday night football today.
Thursday night football tonight. Patriots, Bills.
Karaoke tonight too.
Karaoke tonight too.
Do you know the name of the place?
No.
I don't either. Chris, are you going?
I didn't even know about this.
Yeah. It's right by the drinking fountain. Oh yeah, you're not allowed to drink at that one. I'm playing.
What is that? Whoa.
No, Chris is allowed at that drinking fountain.
Whoa.
Jeez, it's starting off spicy.
Man, going for the cancel early.
WoodSports.com. Make sure you guys hit the like button. How crazy.
What do you mean my people can't be at that fun?
We start to break down the blue wall.
We did.
If you will.
The big blue ball.
The big blue wall. You're right.
Because it is big.
And then today, Tony Garcia shoots out a tweet, drops the people's elbow on that mofo.
Yeah, elbow drops that wall.
He'll be joining the show, by the way, too.
He will.
That's just crazy timing. That's just wild time. Because we never talk Michigan State.
No.
We really don't. I mean, like sometimes we're like, yeah, we get Travon Jones. I'm like,
yeah, Eazy doesn't like college sports or baseball or hockey.
No, I like college sports, but like that situation, like Michigan State had a losing season. Like, what is there to talk about?
Yeah.
Outside of throwing 7, you don't like talking about that.
I don't care. I'll talk about whatever.
Yeah. But anyway, the big blue ball, the whole point of that situation, why we brought that up is, I'm sure you guys heard right now, Mazi Smith, early October, caught with a felony gun charge. And we're going to jump into that. As I said, Tony Garcia will be joining the show. He's the one that broke the news on Twitter. But I forgot who the article was actually written by. And I apologize. I'll double-check on that one. But outside of that, in other breaking news, Blake Corum out for the season. So both out for the Big Ten game and the playoff game. There was a knee injury, and he's going to get surgery on that.
He's going to have knee surgery going forward. Hopefully, Donovan Edwards will be able to step up and do what he did in the Ohio State game in both the Big Ten championship game and the college football playoff. We'll see that a lot. Other breaking news, Aljamain Sterling to face Henry Cejudo in his next matchup. Yeah, we heard it was going to be Sean O'Malley. Yeah. We heard other things, but Aljamain Sterling, the champ himself, went out and gave a quote that he said he's going to be facing Henry Cejudo in his next matchup. Yeah. They're aiming for March.
Maybe you think Ariel will text me back if I ask him?
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, why not? He's never texted me back ever before, though.
That's 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's facts. That is facts. You were arguing with your brother about the Michigan State stuff before the show.
I was.
Did you throw the dog brush in his face?
No, it was a different brother.
Oh,
different brother. Yeah,
I wish it was. Yeah.
My brother Cole was home for the weekend. He lives in New York. He came home for Thanksgiving and he's hanging out and he's using a hairbrush, brushing his hair every morning. And his fiance, my soon-to-be sister-in-law, texted me and she's like, What brush do you use for your hair? Cole really liked it. He said he really liked it. I think I'm going to buy one for him. And I was like, the only brush I have for my hair is in the shower because I brush my hair in the shower because it's really curly, hard to get a brush through.
For sure.
When it's dry, and I go into the bathroom to see what brush he's using, and he's using my dog's brush. He's using Ollie's brush to brush his hair all week. So that was a little. I texted her that. She's like, "No way." I was like, "Yeah, that happened." So I mean, maybe it's a.
Which brother do you beef with the most?
I don't think we don't really beef.
Not beef, but like talk trash. Well, go back and forth with.
Probably my oldest brother, Ian. He's a Michigan grad.
That was one from today.
Yeah, and then we were talking trash today.
I wish it was Ian that.
Used the dog brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he did not. I could have. Yeah, that's why you use dog brush, idiot. But no, yeah, that happened.
I didn't see this in the prep. My laptop broke today, by the way, guys. I'm having. Not the greatest day, but I love my job, so to turn right around.
Yeah.
I get to work with one of my boys. Like we sit up here, we chill the entire time.
It's a great job to have.
But I didn't have my laptop, so I'm just now seeing this in the prep somehow. Should I dress up as Santa for the Christmas party?
That's I was thinking. We're having a Christmas Lady Jane's and Woodward Sports Network Christmas party. Yeah. That'll be in the house. It's going to be a lot of fun. The theme is dress to impress. And I was thinking about dressing up as Santa Claus for the Christmas party.
No, man, we gotta. I think we gotta do the T-shirt
Tuxedo T-shirts
for sure. It's so on brand. It's so much cheaper too.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be funnier if I came in as Santa.
Well, no, because then I'd be the only one in T-shirt
you could be
tuxedo.
An elf.
You want me to be your elf?
Yeah, dress up as an elf. I'll be Santa.
Feels kind of racist, dude. I don't know.
Honestly, now that I'm saying it out loud, it does have a little racial.
How about I be Santa?
You're the guy that just works in the factory and makes all my toys for me
for no wage. I don't think I'll get paid.
You can be Mrs. Claus.
Bro, no. You be Mrs. Claus. You got the long hair. All right.
We'll have to buy wigs anyways.
That's fair.
I kind of want to dress up as Santa for the Christmas party.
Speaking of gifts, though.
You gonna be that guy? That's also a kind of a cheesy thing to do, I feel like.
But it'd be funny.
To be the guy who dresses up as Santa.
And they hire a Santa to come in so I could, like, fight him.
Did they really?
Last year there was a Santa Claus here.
If you fought Santa, then it'd be worth it. Actually, we should. Yeah, I'll dress up. We'll both be Santa.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. Why don't you both be
Santa?
Santa?
You can't be Santa because Santa's not black.
We need to be historically accurate with our representation of Santa Claus.
Another thing, I told you guys I love my job, and part of that is literally you guys. Everybody in the Woodward Sports Chat during the 5 to 7 slate heavyweight show, you guys are absolute savages.
We have notoriously the best chat.
Hands down.
The Woodward Sports Chat during heavyweights is popping. It's toxic. We love it. We love every minute of it.
The insults get bounced back around the hallways, like afterwards. Like they take a life of their own. You guys are the best. So we've decided, and we don't know how we're gonna I guess award this officially yet.
I feel like we should just choose.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
but I kind of want to let
a
them tally
scoring
up.
system.
Yeah, we think we
10 points for Gryffindor.
But like you let them tally up I'm talking about through the month. Because Stick was like they might give out some merch for it.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell you what, guys. I want the Woodward Heavyweight Show to have a chat champ. All right, at the end of the day of every show, whoever's talking the most greasiest, the most nastiest, who have us dying, laughing during the breaks and all that good stuff like that, you guys will be crowned the chat champ of the day.
Or you could take it the other way. Maybe you're somebody that's bringing a lot of facts and information and helping the show out.
Why don't you worry about
the
Chris Platty show?
Shut up. Yeah.
This is the Woodward
Shut your mouth.
I know.
Whoever makes the funniest joke about Chris and his ugly I'm joking.
I have an early vote for chat
We're
champs.
definitely gonna have chat champ of the day. So
for sure.
I feel like I King Horse is gonna back.
He's
us.
definitely
gonna be the Wilt
He's definitely the front runner. We're already biased.
Hands down.
I King Horse. Joey's always up there.
Paul Thomas
is up there.
A couple of you guys.
Yeah.
I King Horse is the Wilt
Epic's really
Chamberlain.
good in the chat. Clop Sauce is always in the chat. Well, we got a lot of front runners. You know,
What if Adam Morency just comes from behind?
Adam Morency just dropping bombs on people. Yeah, I can see it.
He's like, and another thing, I never liked you guys.
What'd you say?
What if he's just like, and another thing, he starts like cooking everybody because he's always in the chats like commenting, hyping everybody up. So what if he just starts like going for the jugular on us?
Yeah, we're definitely. It's going to be a different champ every day. So, you guys, I already see in the Woodward Sports Chat, you guys are giving it to I King Horse already.
They're giving it.
They're already saying it. They're already saying it.
I told you, chat champ of the day.
Yeah, Ryan Lentz.
Wow.
I King got it low key. Dom Rivera. That's I King Horse and Joey 2 times.
Fulham gets the clown trophy.
Yeah, Murph. I King the champ.
I told you.
Dethrone the champ.
He's
the
Talk
Wilt
about the
Chamberlain.
Got some good ones in there.
Yeah, you guys all have your. Murph has good ones. Dom Rivera has good ones.
Dom Rivera has one.
Dabber's always in the chat. We know our guy Mike G's in the chat.
Mike G's good too.
You guys,
actually, you know what? Mike
good.
G, he's a. I love you, I King. Obviously, you're the man. Like everyone's crowning you, you're the people's king.
You're the people's champ.
Mike G ordered us Coney dogs.
He did. He
is the chat champ that needs to be dethroned.
He's kind of got an unfair advantage. He fed the fat people.
Definitely. So. Yeah, you feed the fatties, and you're crowned champ.
Yeah.
Until further notice. I mean, you guys can still dethrone him.
Until further notice, and yeah, we're gonna. At the end of the day today, at the end of 7:00, we'll tell you guys who we believe is the chat champion, and with that, you get a stern handshake.
and a pat on the back.
Tip the cap, a pat on the back, and maybe some merch.
We're just saying.
Noah going for it early.
Yeah. Might not just be a hollow title. So,
and it was Stick who said too, like we can't afford it.
We can't afford
you anything. But Stick said it. So
our boss said, we could send you some.
So we'll make something happen. Maybe you a Coney dog and a small fry, because that's all we really afford. Other breaking news. And this one I was actually surprised by.
Breaking news to the Woodward Sports Desk.
You're the most well-versed person in every sport on the network. I would say, honestly, probably you and Adam.
Thank you.
You guys watched everything.
I appreciate that.
Weirdos.
I try to. I like sports.
But for some reason, last night was your very first time at LCA for a Red Wings hockey game?
Yeah, I've been there for a couple Pistons games. I've been there for a couple concerts, but I never made it down for a Red Wings game. You know, I was always for the first 3 years of LCA being in Detroit, I was in East Lansing, and then once I got back to East Lansing, I was working a lot of night shifts. When I was manager at Coney Island, I worked nights most of the time, so I was never able to make it to a Red Wings game. And yeah, last night was my first Red Wings game at LCA. It was a lot of fun. Great seats. We were 5 rows behind.
Yeah, how'd you not send any videos or pictures?
This, I took some pictures, but
no, I'm talking about for the show.
Oh, I don't know. I was pretty drunk, but I tell you, shout out to my guy Mustache, Mike Tiskevich. He is the guy who hired me at National Coney Island. He's one of my best friends, one of my brothers. He was my general manager. I was one of his assistant managers, and the district managers of National Coney Island, Paul and Rob, 2 great guys. Shout out to Paul and Rob.
Shout out.
They have season tickets for the Red Wings, and they hand them out and give them to Mike. And Mike knew that I hadn't been there for a Wings game, so he called me up, and I ran out of the studio as soon as the show was over. Went over, picked him up. We drove down to LCA. I got there at the first intermission. And it's a fun game, man. I was chirping Anderson, chirping him.
Did you hear you?
Yeah, oh yeah, I was 10 feet away from him. I was chirping him. I was like, "You're not cut out for it, bud." I was like, "You're gonna choke, bud." It was fun. He did choke. Gave up 3 goals in the fourth, or in the third period. 3 goals in the third period.
Still drunk.
Let's go off. Have it be 4-4 and go into overtime, and we're gonna get into that game later. We're gonna break it down. I'm gonna talk about my dislikes and likes of that game. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great experience.
100%. And Aidan Hutchinson named the Defensive Rookie of the Month.
Yes, he was.
So for all you Jets fans, and honestly, Jeff actually was a soft guy too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Aidan's on the radar.
He is.
He didn't show up on the stat sheet last week, but I guarantee you he's not done yet.
He's not done yet. He has a lot to go. There's still a lot of time in this. He's still got a lot of games left, so he's gonna make a push for Sauce. Watch out, Sauce. You're officially on notice. This guy in Hutchinson's making a late push.
100%. Shout out our guy Noah Wolbrecht. I don't know how to say his last name ever. But shout out to him in Woodward Sports Chat too. He's uploading the clips for us today because my laptop's broken. So I just want to show you some love, man. I appreciate you for that one. But carrying on with the show, Spinny, he commented about your golden locks. And he loves when you pull them behind your hair like that. Where do you get those things cut? Where do you keep them
Obviously,
trimmed up
it's
at?
Lady Jane's, man. Because we broadcast live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. And you can come into Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get a down payment on your dream home. Up to $200,000. All you have to do is come into Lady Jane's and talk to one of the many employees here, and they'll get you signed up. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff-A Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward in Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff-A Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Michael Phillips, game on.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
We got young Chris in the TD booth, JB Smooth and 1 to 2. So we're rocking along on a Tuesday. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. JB, how you feeling? Actually,
what's up?
We should make this a poll if we can, Chris. Once you're done with the graphics and stuff, should we dress up as Santas or should we be the tuxedo T-shirts?
No, I think you both should dress up as Santa and get everyone confused. Like, cause I'm sure they're gonna have like a special spot for Santa once the party starts. So
you can just
rotate in and out. Like,
you think anyone's gonna be confused with me? I'll be the one brown Santa.
Go whiteface.
There you go.
Just do whiteface. You'll be good.
Chris, what do you think? What's more lame? What's cooler?
I think you definitely got to go both the Santas. The heavies is Santa.
Yeah.
You know, you duke it out, or maybe you jump the other Santa. You know, I don't know.
That would be hilarious.
Circle the block on the ops. You know what the deal is.
Santa fight.
We have him in a bag. You know what? We could be like the rendition of a bad Santa. Santa's like he's just drunk all the time.
Okay.
It is a Christmas party.
Yeah, it's true.
Whiskey. All right, are you a whiskey guy?
Yeah, I'll drink anything.
What is your drink?
Tequila.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't even.
I can't do tequila.
I'm a big tequila guy.
I don't mind it, but my last experience actually was Stick's fault, by the way. We're leaving Flannel Sam's wedding. He's like, just a couple more minutes, and the next thing you know, I'm stuck there. There's no way. I'm not driving.
I'm a big tequila guy.
At that point. It gets the job accomplished quicker.
Yes,
faster.
Yes.
That's another thing too. I'm never a beer guy. Beer is like nasty to me.
I love beer.
That's give me a drink. Give me shot. I'm like, if the point of drinking is to get drunk or like buzzed, why? It's a cheaper route to get there too. Like Long Island gets you there.
The cheapest and the most drunk you can get is off beer. That's at Coonan.
That is fair. That's a life hack, though.
That is a life
Not
hack.
Everybody knows that.
That is a life hack.
We got to find out if anybody who's in the back knows like where the karaoke place is at. Like, comment it. If you guys want to meet us out there, let's test out this tequila theory. But back to the breaking news, because this is a sports show. We got to talk about Blake Corum and his banged up knee.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Out for the season. Obviously, only hopefully 3 more games to go for him. But,
yes.
What is your reaction to that?
Yeah, even as a rival, I put this out on Twitter. You hate to see it. You hate to see a fantastic career and a fantastic season from a fantastic player end in this fashion. It's tough to see. Hopefully, the surgery goes well for Blake Corum, and hopefully he doesn't have any hindrance going into the start of his NFL career. Hopefully he can take that in spades. And also breaking news on this topic, Blake Corum is now a second-round selection of Brad Holmes. He is on the board for Brad Holmes in the second round after suffering that knee injury. But no, it's tough. It's tough to see him end his career this way. He had a great career at Michigan. He had a Heisman-worthy campaign this year, and it's tough. He's a great guy. Everything I've seen from that piece that Fox 2 did before the Michigan-Ohio State game was fantastic, about him giving back to the community, feeding people, giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving like he's Nino Brown. It was awesome. I feel bad for the guy, but he's gonna get drafted in the NFL, probably 3rd, maybe 4th round now because of the surgery. But prayers up to him. Hopefully the surgery goes well and he bounces right back from it and becomes the player that we've seen him be at Michigan. But from Michigan's perspective, it's next man up. It's next man up. You hate to see that type of loss, of course, from a great player, a great leader in that locker room. But it now rests on the shoulders of Donovan Edwards. Can he continue to do what he's done in Blake Corum's absence? Can he continue to kind of not miss a beat for that Michigan running game? We saw him do that against Ohio State, which was very impressive, which is something I expected because I love Donovan Edwards. I made no mistake about that. Michigan guy, Detroit guy,
West Bloomfield
guy, goes out there. He's a 5-star recruit. I personally thought he was a better running back than Blake Corum. Just more talented, more skilled,
bigger guy,
a better receiver of the ball out of the backfield. And he proved in Ohio State that he can fill that void that Blake Corum's left. And with a bum hand. Yeah. So I expect them not to miss a beat with their running game, with the action, but how much are you going to be able to just run Donovan Edwards into the ground? Because he is banged up himself. So it's going to take the guys behind him, whether that be Gash or another running back that they have to step up and fill that kind of backup role. Because even last year when Michigan had that amazing running tack, it was Hassan Haskins and Blake Corum. This year it was Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum. It's hard to be that bell cow running back. Luckily, he only needs to do it for a couple games, but we'll see. Donovan Edwards is very capable of picking up the slack.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I feel less bad for the University of Michigan, because you think this would be more of a, obviously a breaking story, but I feel bad for Blake because, one, they are going to carry on without him and almost not even skip a beat. You saw what happened in Ohio State, just as you said. And the other part, too, is you mentioned the story before the game on Fox last week. Joey and I, who actually was just in the studio, his very first NIL event, when he does that, that's out of his pocket.
Yes.
That's his NIL money.
Yes.
We were the first ones to cover that last year. And
I remember that.
He's a dope-ass dude. We got to play horse with him. And right when the game was drawn, his agent was like, yeah, we got to – you can't be taking those of you bozos right now. But no, Blake was a super dope dude. And I think he was one of, if not the first to do that too, as soon as NIL was a thing. Yeah. And Blake's a real one. And it's not even at first it's damn, usually you see that stuff, it's someone giving back to their hood or where they're from. You know what I'm saying? You give back to the city that built you. Yeah. You know, but he's from West Virginia or something.
He's giving back to the community that he's in now.
Yeah.
And it's great to see. He's a great guy by all accounts. And like I said, I hope the best for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't know the extent of the injury. I know they're just going to need, I assume it's some kind of lateral damage, whether that be ACL, MCL, PCL, whatever it is. Those are easy fixes nowadays. Those aren't death sentences for football players anymore. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure he'll bounce back and be the player that we've seen him to be over the past few years.
I think him trying to play last week, too, speaks to his character a bit as well.
Yeah.
Knowing damn well he wasn't able to.
He wasn't right. Yeah, he tried to go out there with his brothers, and the most important game of the season, go out there and give it all. And after one rush, he realized that it would just be a detriment for him to be in that game because he wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
And as an athlete, though, we talk to Braylon about that all the time, as their mindset is, you want to go out there and you want to do everything you can to help your brothers, but if you know that you being out there is going to hurt them, then you don't want to do that. And that's what Blake did. So props to him. 100%. Handled it with class. That's what he is. He's a class act, and I'm sure he's still going to be a high round draft pick.
Yeah, and that sentiment too. I guess you look at a situation like Aaron Rodgers right now. He's had that broken thumb for quite a while. The Packers look like absolute shit this season, and I feel like that's a big part of it. He's set out. Jordan Love actually looks straight. Jesse Adams had a good comment in the Woodward Sports chat, and he said, if Edwards gets banged up in the Big Ten game, that would blow because they don't have anyone else after him.
Jared Goff in the Woodward Sports chat. I'm the best thing to ever happen in Detroit. Whoever that is, you're not chat champ. I'm sorry. But you look forward, and it would be. It's I forget who said it.
Jesse Adams. He said, if Edwards gets banged up in the Big Ten game, that would blow because they don't have anyone else after him. Do you think they need Edwards to beat Purdue? In all honesty?
No, not to beat Purdue.
Would you sit him or split?
No, I would not sit him either because you don't want to.
What?
Mess around and lose to Purdue.
You think Purdue has a shot at beating them?
No.
You just don't take the risk.
You don't take the risk.
Yeah.
I think they can beat Purdue without Donovan Edwards, but if he's healthy, if he's ready to go, you put him out there because he is going to be the guy that goes out there and gets it for you. I expect Donovan Edwards to play handily, no pun intended, against Purdue.
Yeah.
And have a big impact on them winning that game. They're Purdue.
Yeah, they're Purdue, but then again, you don't want to look past them as well, too, because they do have a reputation of kind of ruining top three.
Spoiler makers.
Yeah, the spoiler makers of the league. But question for you guys. I know Blake Corum is done for the season, but do you see him coming back to Michigan or going straight to the pros?
No, he's going to the league for sure.
Especially after having an injury like that, it affects like your money.
There's nothing he can do to improve his draft stock any more than he has this year. He's going to the pros.
Especially like Donovan's going to be taking snaps from a guaranteed next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Blake's definitely going to the pros. Another situation too, like to the injury, you feel bad for him. These athletes, I feel like a lot of that becomes like their identity. You know, is what they do on the field. Mm-hmm. And so I think if he's going to spoil his youth or his health, it'd be under contract.
Jesse Adams says Purdue beat us last year, and they did. They beat MSU last year, but this Michigan team this year is better than MSU was last year. They're more dominant. They have a better defense. Purdue beat Michigan State last year because Michigan State had the worst secondary in college football, and they went out there and threw. And Purdue's head coach is 3-0 against top 3 teams in his career, so you got to take that into account. He knows how to beat the juggernauts, but.
Dare I sneak in one Michigan State question before the break?
Go ahead.
How you feel about the defensive coordinator situation as the year ended? Because it did.
He saved his job. I mean, the game plans that he did against Wisconsin, against even Ohio State, not Ohio State, against Michigan, against Illinois. Like, I expected Michigan to put up 40 on Michigan State.
The first half was looking like it was going to be like a close game.
And Scotty Hazelton definitely saved his job in the second half of that season. So we'll see. We'll see going forward.
Yeah. So
I'm more mad at Jay Johnson than Scotty Hazelton, honestly.
As a whole?
Yes.
To close out the season?
I'm more mad at Jay Johnson, yes.
Why is that? Why?
Because he had a lot more weapons to work with, and offense.
They were banged up too.
The offense looked stale at times. I mean, Keon Coleman played the whole year. Trey Mosley played the majority of the year.
Look at how they looked in the game against Michigan. Michigan's defense was like.
Yeah, and if you watch MSU games, they would be good for a couple drives and then look completely terrible. It never had consistency. So Scotty Hazelton was working with a mixed bag. He lost. Panashuk was a big loss last year. And not a lot of people talk about that. He was one of the, a great defensive end in the Big Ten, one of the best edge rushers in the Big Ten that year. So you needed a lot more out of him. But, yeah, the defense was real banged up. You lost your 2 best players the 3rd week of the year, and Xavier Henderson didn't come back until week 8. So I'm not completely blaming Scotty Hazelton.
Yeah.
He pulled it together at the end for what he could have, but Jay Johnson is a little more on the ropes for me.
Well, let me tell you about Moneyball Sportswear. No transition. I'm just telling you about Moneyball Sportswear because I'm so damn excited to talk about it. Moneyball Sportswear is your one-stop shop. Whether you're looking for the latest looking athletic apparel or you need uniforms for your team, Moneyball has it all. Stop in the Moneyball Sports Room in Southfield and experience the only way to ball, or visit them at moneyballsportswear.com. Moneyball. It's the only way to ball.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Three NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
The official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is Spencer Raxter. Is the butchery. Call 248-682-2828 2697. Yes, 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. And remember, guys, Chef Dave just had his kid. Congratulations, Chef Dave. So make sure you go out and you buy some of his meat. Go check it out at thebutcherysl.com.
You know, if you don't want to buy the meat, the butt cherry hat's available.
The swag's there too.
The swag. So I gotta rock. I rock this hat every day because Dave is that cool of a guy. So honestly, check out the butcher. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
You got your Kristen, TD Booth, JB Smooth with 1s and 2s. The Big Blue Wall. You guys clicked on this video, you saw the thumbnail.
This is the best thumbnail I've ever seen.
It is one of the better ones out there. Got Mazi Smith on there looking like T Grizzly, looking across the Big Blue Wall. That's because the people's elbow has been dropped on it.
It has.
All right. It's he was arrested. I'm sorry, actually, no, he wasn't technically arrested.
He wasn't arrested.
They did not arrest him.
Which is, if he was, not a Michigan football player, he would have been arrested.
For sure.
It's what happens if you're driving around with a legal firearm.
You know what? So I can avoid the hate from the Big Blue Wall defenders.
You want me to take the whole brunt of it?
Take the, yeah.
Okay.
Would you take this one?
I will. Because the Big Blue Wall is the thing. We talked about it yesterday. And it is about not only the college, but the media and the, even in this facet,
town,
police department and judicial system withholding information from the media that would be reported on or maneuvering around things. So weirdly, Mazi Smith doesn't face these charges until 7 weeks later that are, just happens to be in the heat of football season. You look at it, and they had a statement from Michigan Athletic Director Ward Manuel. He said, "We are aware of this charge against Mazi from the traffic stop back in October. Mazi was honest, forthcoming, and cooperative from the beginning and is a tremendous young man. He is not and never has been considered a threat to the university or community. Based on the information communicated to us, we will continue to allow the judicial process to play out. Mazi will continue to participate as a member of the team." And a statement from head coach Jim Harbaugh. "I have respect for our judicial process, and with that respect brings confidence. It is fair and just resolution is forthcoming. Mazi's character and the trust that he has earned over the past 4 years will continue to be considered throughout the process." So there they are, saying that it is, he's a good guy. This is a bad situation. And it seems that way, that he was waiting for his license of this firearm to come in. He didn't have it, but the paperwork was there. He had filed it. He was just waiting for it. But it's still illegal to be driving around with a weapon you are not licensed to carry. And it was. And if he was not a Michigan football player, he would have been arrested on the site. Period. And that arrest would have brought backlash and would have brought suspension. And because he wasn't, they did not arrest him. They waited a week to even file the charges. And then once it all came together, 7 weeks later, they're officially giving him a felony count. We'll see what goes on. I'm sure it'll be dismissed, which is not, how darn it. It's probably going to get dismissed, which it would be. But the suspension would have been there regardless if this would have been instituted when it happened, if he would have been arrested when it happened. And I'm not saying, arrest the guy. You got to arrest the guy. If he wasn't a Michigan football player, he would have been arrested no matter who you are. If you're a civilian riding around with that, you would have been arrested. So it's, for me, I understand that this type of thing happens to college athletes in big college campuses, whether it be Michigan or Alabama or Texas or LSU. I'm sure they all have the same kind of deal. But if this would have been a Michigan State football player, if this would have been a Wayne State football player, if this would have been a Central Michigan football player.
How about a better example? Eastern Michigan basketball player.
That's a little different. It's a little different.
Same charge.
The situation. It is the same charge, but Amani Bates had the serial number scratched off of his. But yeah, again, if you're driving around with a legal firearm, you're normally arrested on site and charged on site. and he was not.
Are you typically? Yeah, I'm sure you would be.
Yes, you would be. And he was not. And it happens, but it's hard for me to accept that people don't believe that there is a big blue wall, or don't believe that there is something holding back this information, because it is. It's factual. It's there. And if you can't see that, you can't see that, and you can live in your fantasy land. But come on now. It's a little crazy to me. And like I said, I'm sure these charges will be dropped. I'm sure he won't be suspended at all, and that's what happens. But if shoe was on the other foot, he would have been berated and demolished from multiple outside media sources, from in-house media, and rightfully so. The situation would have been presented to the media, and it would have got dragged. Definitely would have got dragged. So,
well, it did get dragged.
It did get 7 weeks later.
Yeah. To me, the big blue wall is the Michigan media. I mean, it's so crazy the timing of this, because we were just talking about it yesterday. Like,
it is pretty wild.
It is wild timing, because like, I typically, again, we don't really talk a lot of Michigan State stuff unless something's like actually trending like Michigan State worthy. And Michigan State hasn't been that great this year. So like, obviously we had to talk about the Tunnel 7 situation, and then Tom Izzo went off about the big blue wall, how they I mean, they're the number one propaganda college for sure in the state, if not the country, the way they sell these these September Heismans and everything else. But to me, the big blue wall is the media having this situation covered up, and like I don't know the guy personally, but I know that he's close with the guys from Monty Edwards and Maz, John U. Bacon.
Yeah.
How he can like go out there, put out a report that like, oh, Michigan State was talking about like hurting players on the sideline. Although you watched the game and they didn't make effort to hurt anybody. They didn't make any effort to like have those dirty plays, but you still like felt entitled to put the story out there to like drag Michigan State through the mud. And then, however, early October, before the game in Indiana, Mazi Smith was arrested for the felony gun charge. Yeah. And that just skates on by. He wasn't arrested. I'm sorry. What do you even call that thing?
I don't know. He was detained. He was charged.
But he didn't get charged until November 17th, I believe. Mm-hmm. And when the prosecutor like submitted it through. Yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, you understand. I don't know how to dance around the language of it. But nonetheless, he was caught with a felony firearm. And that just wasn't spoken of about at all. But every single little thing that any Michigan State player does is like, oh my, like the John U. Bacon stuff drove me mad, because it's literally just trash talk on the sideline of a rivalry game, and none of it like played to fruition either. To me, that's what it is. It's more, I guess, the media part of it, and it's crazy that Tom Izzo, maybe they were watching. Yeah. Maybe they were inspired by what Nips and you and I had to say yesterday, because it is BS a lot of times.
Ricky McQuaid in the Woodward Sports Chat. This whole channel is trash. Peace. See you later, loser. Like if you don't believe it's there, if you don't believe it's a real thing, keep being delusional. Live in your fantasy land.
Well, dude, it's still a real thing now, because, and this is actually directly from the article, details of the incident or why it took nearly 2 months to file the charges were not immediately available.
Yeah.
That's still blue wall even after this coming out.
It is what it is. It's there. It's not going away. But it's you gotta admit to it that it's there.
Yeah, and I'm not tripping I get it. I just wish at times Michigan State had the same. Yeah. Michigan State had a big green wall, but it's just funny to me how I guess the Michigan media plays like goody two shoes, or like they're too good, or turn their nose up to a lot of things, and then like this stuff has been happening behind closed doors. You obviously had and I hate even talking about this stuff, but the Schembechler stuff.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know, it's disgusting. But dude has a statue in a hall still named after him. Like, it's just weird scenarios. But the whole purpose of it, again, I'm not trying to like drag Michigan through the. Maybe I am. Maybe I am trying to equalize that out a little bit. But like,
I talked about it with Terry Foster, who's covered both schools, and he said it's completely different getting information from Michigan State on a topic and getting Michigan on a topic. The hoops you have to jump through and different things to get the smallest amount of information as a media member is there, and things that get withheld from the media are really there. So it's, you had people that have literally dealt with it before that have said this to me firsthand. And if you don't want to believe it, if you choose to not believe it, keep doing that. Keep being you.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing. 100%. I mean, it's just a matter of the truth. And then the other thing too is like, so Monty obviously was suspended immediately after his situation. Mazi goes on, becomes a co-captain of the Michigan football team. Yeah. That now is looking to be the favorites to become the Big Ten champs. And he's also all Big Ten defensive tackle as well. So it's like it's This is wild, bro. Like the way the way they play that side, this stuff's going on. I'm not trying to drag Michigan through it as much as like you may think Spinney is because he's a Sparty. It's more so we were just talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That is the crazy part of it. That's why it's like mainly in our prep right now. Well, obviously it's breaking news either way, but like that is the craziest part to me. We were literally just having this conversation, and it was out a day later than like the situation came out too, because the Izzo stuff came out before Owen was here yesterday. But I happened to put it in because I knew Owen was going to be in the studio.
Yeah, and yeah, they're saying in the Woodward Sports chat, yeah, the gun was registered to him. It was his gun. It was a legal firearm, but his CPL registration wasn't there. He didn't have
21. No, because you have to be 21 to have a CPL in the state of Michigan. So that's not the truth.
I know I saw that photo on
Twitter too,
or something.
No, you have to be 20. I mean, he might. Is he 21?
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
I'm gonna look at
no, apparently the papers were on the way,
and they don't expire for 4 years as well.
Just didn't have them yet. But if you don't have them, then you're not legally registered to have that on you, like driving around with it.
Okay, so
it was a registered weapon. It was a legal firearm for him to have.
Yeah,
but it wasn't legal for him to be driving around with it.
But even then, I'm pretty sure I got a permit with mine until I had the actual paperwork, and then you have like I think it's like 30 days. So that's actually probably what happened for sure, the 30-day situation. Because I've gotten my CPL in the past. It's 4 years till it expires, so it's probably one of those situations. I'm not trying to paint Mazi as a criminal or anything at all.
No.
Like we're just bringing up the fact of the big blue wall. It's just crazy timing.
It is pretty crazy.
Do you think we inspired it? Do you think we inspired the?
No, I don't think we
the
inspired
war on the wall.
I think Tom Izzo had something to do with it.
For sure.
I think him stepping forward and saying those comments had something to do with it, but. It is what it is, man.
I don't know. Izzo made his comments like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We had ours yesterday. You wake up this morning.
Yeah.
Mazi Smith killed 3 Mims.
I think everybody's listening and us and driving their decisions off of what we said.
I mean, I'm hoping to hit the like button at least.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you're here, at least hit the like button.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lapse in judgment is what Sean Waldron says. So considered a lapse in judgment.
Yeah. And I'm sure he'll get off to it. And
the charges will be dropped.
If it's a situation where he actually took the classes and had the paperwork on the way, he just waited too long past the 30 days. Like, I'm not even tripping over it. I don't think this is like that big of a charge.
No.
We're just bringing up the topic of the big blue wall. I'm not trying to like drag Mazi. I'm not trying to tell you he's a criminal. He's not criminal yet. He's not even been.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we're not saying, this is a terrible thing. How could he do that? It's just the fact that we were talking about the big blue wall yesterday, and then this pops up that it was brushed under the rug for 7 weeks.
What'd you say?
Where do you want to go if you want legal defense, Spencer?
Oh, Guardian Alarm, obviously, because Guardian Alarm will keep you safe and give you peace of mind, whether you're at home or on the road. With their 24/7 local monitoring, they make sure the things that are important to you stay safe. All you have to do is call 1-800.
Stay out!
That's 1-800.
Stay out!
Right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuffa Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward in Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You can get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. This is what Ryan Armani looked like before Custom Health, and this is what Ryan Armani looks like now.
Ripped.
All thanks to Custom
Shredded.
Health. He's down, I mean, it looks like it, about 20 pounds. Thanks to Custom Health.
Only 20 pounds?
Only 20 pounds. What a difference 20 pounds makes. And if you are looking to get some help in your weight loss, all you have to do is call Custom Health at 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-8446. Call today and let Custom Health help you.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
Yeah, young Chris in the TD booth, JB School with the ones and twos. We're walking along on a Tuesday. We're done with the Michigan stuff.
Yeah.
Thank God. We survived.
We did.
I expected the chat to get a lot more vicious.
I think it's because they realized, we weren't saying terrible, punish him, he deserves to be punished.
Yeah.
It's just a weird coincidence that we were talking about that, and then we were talking about it yesterday, and then there was a prime example of the big blue wall today.
Yeah, and that was my whole purpose in it to bring it up. Is like we brought the big blue wall yesterday. Obviously, Michigan fans were getting pissed off about it, but today happens.
Yeah.
I mean, October 7th that situation happened. But moving on. Time to talk Detroit Lions. And it's the funnest part of the Detroit Lions at this point in the season. I mean, obviously, we can still flirt with the playoffs. That's a long haul situation, but this thing's just trending ever since before, even this week, before he was activated off the injury reserve list. Jameson Williams, everyone's so damn excited to see him, and now we got to see him running routes in practice at this point. Like, there was I don't know if we have the video or not. This thing is nuts.
This is taking the world by storm. This is from today.
My favorite one is because you know it's something like special, and I asked Malcolm this too, and I was tempted to because that's not what I thought it was, but I wanted to ask Penny too, like, you guys were on the field with Tyreek. You saw Tyreek in person a couple weeks ago. Like, is Jamo the real deal?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, there's a video come out yesterday where Amon-Ra St. Brown, they're running whatever sprints or routes.
He burns.
Yeah, and Amon-Ra's like, holy, like look at that. You see him pointing to him, and that's the answer for me.
Yes.
I don't even need the text back from those guys. That's the answer for me. It's the real deal.
That's all you need right there.
I'm ready for it, dude.
It brings a whole new dimension to the Lions offense. It is something that defenses will have to worry about. Something that defenses will have to account for is that type of game-breaking speed. It's something that the Detroit Lions haven't had in a long time. And it'll make everything easier for everyone else on the offense, including Amon-Ra St. Brown, including the running backs, including the running game. It will make things a lot easier going forward. So I'd like to see sorry, I confused there for a second. I'd like to see how they use him. Ben Johnson talked about it in his press conference about saying he had a plan going forward when they first got him on how to use Jameson Williams and how he could be utilized in this offense. And seeing him on the field, he smiled. He said that plan's still intact. He still knows how to utilize a guy like that. So I'm very excited to see what Jameson Williams brings to this offense. I know the physical traits. I know how defenses are going to have to account for that type of speed, for that type of athleticism, for that type of difference making on the offense. Jameson Williams is going to be a problem for defenses. And I think he's going to play against the Jags.
That's where I want to get to. Like, I got a bit of a conspiracy theory. Like, I think dude's playing. I really do. Chris, I know we were late in today because of the whole situation before the show, but, like, did you get that screenshot of Jameson's, like, Twitter thread?
Yes, I did.
Listen, man. Hear me out. This kid's playing. Like, because before these tweets, his last tweet was, like, October. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't tweet much.
Yeah.
You can't stop me. Got the batteries plugged in.
Charged up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not on the injury list.
What's with Lion players and poop?
That is a good point. That's a good point. The Lions have been shit for a very long time. It's maybe that's it. I don't know, but it's a bit of a conspiracy theory. I mean, Dan Campbell's not a guy to hold stuff like tight to the vest. He's pretty well, he's a wide open book to read. You fired Aubrey Pleasant, and you were pissed with his response. He's like, yeah,
we'll see.
You gonna try something else, I guess. But he talked about kicking it back and drinking a beer and watching the Monday night game, and I thought that was something fake and it was like real, but he. With the Ben Johnson situation, kind of kept that one a little bit close to the vest. I mean, he was laughing jokingly about it, but I think this might be one of those things, man. I mean, he's out there, he's practicing. You see him tweet. He's excited. It feels like he's playing. There was something today that Ben Johnson said that maybe might believe it's tall orders, because like the only thing I can see him limiting on the field is like how much he knows the playbook, how much he's in sync with Jared Goff, because he didn't catch a ball from Jared Goff in competitive action until today.
That does not,
or maybe it was yesterday.
The playbook. Dude should know the playbook like the back of his hand. But what else have you been doing?
There's
all
knowing
season?
the playbook, but there's actually executing the plays.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like he's going to be ready. I feel like he's going to play. He put him out there. I need to see.
Because the other thing too, I don't know if it was in that video. Can you play that video again, actually, real quick, Chris?
Yeah.
It's probably not even this video at all. But I saw one online where like they were doing like one of those like crossing routes, or I don't know how you call them. And it's not a crossing route, but it might be. You know, look, they're running into each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. You just gotta get in sync with everybody. Again, he didn't catch up.
He does. It'll take some time. I don't think being not in sync with your offense will keep you from playing, though. I think the only way you can get in sync with your offense is playing in games.
That's fair.
And so I expect them to throw him in the fire. Dan Campbell did say it would take a lot to get both Jameson Williams and Romeo Okudah out on the field against the Jaguars.
Be a tall order.
Be a tall order for both of them.
He
So
said
maybe
both.
it was just a tall order for Romeo and J-Mo's ready to go. That's all I'm saying. He looked pretty damn good in the little snippets that we've seen so far this week.
I mean, it's just the speed's there. I brought up the whole situation trying to get an answer from these guys. Like, is it as fast? And by the way, guys, I don't know if you remember this. The nickname Starscream. I want to make it happen so bad just because we had Megatron. What up, Chris?
Now, I know everyone's excited, myself included, to see him return, but I noticed that Neil brought it up on Big D Energy about how just it doesn't matter when, let's just be patient about this process. As excited as you are you?
Fuck that.
Just F
and
that,
I'm not even allowed to say that word.
Yeah.
And I'm not even allowed to say that
Screw
word.
that.
Get him on the field.
I want to see him now.
You see how excited he is himself?
Yeah. He is healthy. The man is ready to play. Put him out on the damn field. I want to see him.
I just heard the wildest comment from Mike King in the Woodward Sports chat.
Oh my God!
You are not winning chat champ today.
Are these questions? So are these some of the ones that can win chat champ of the day? Like I feel like they have to kind of be repeatable to win.
No, you got to tally them up. It's not.
We should do a poll. Do a poll at the end of the show.
Yeah, that's good.
Can we do that like the last
Figure
segment?
Final Four. Figure the Final Four, and we'll do it at the end of the show.
There you go.
Right now, I would say it's probably Go Blue. King Horse.
Sapper had a couple good ones in there too.
We can text in the group chat and kind of just come up with a four.
And somebody else.
Starscream, engaged. No, I'm just.
We got a long show to go, but there.
And like the
J-Mo, baby, I need to see J-Mo.
Do they? Is it Starscream because like Jets they catch that?
Yeah.
See,
that's why
he's that fast.
Yes,
it works, bro.
You failed me yet again, Starscream.
Well, not that part. Stop saying that part.
I don't. It's just the first thing I think of when I hear. Megatron was always dogging
Starscream, engage.
Megatron was always dogging him. Always.
Well, Megatron's a big homie.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Starscream was always screwing up.
Well, to be fair, Megatron's always screwing up too because the good guy wins in every cartoon.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fair. Not every cartoon.
You're just throwing bad juju in there.
I'm just saying, man. That's what I think of. It's the first thing I think of.
JB, are we tripping? Do you think is our conspiracy theory out here that J-Mo's playing this weekend? If not starting and actually playing, but like some snaps. So, like, do you think there's something to
it? He might get some snaps. I really don't want to like poo-poo on your guys' dream and your game plan for J-Mo this weekend because I want to see it. I personally do. But Ben Johnson already said and came out today and said the best thing to get him out on the field is chemistry with Jared Goff. And Jared Goff's already said he's fast, so it's only if Jared Goff is fast enough to hit him while he's wide open.
Well,
that's the only thing.
I don't give a shit about what Jared Goff's chemistry is with him. This is a weapon. Even if they're not compatible yet, if they don't have that chemistry, him being out there, the threat of him being out there will make everything easier for everyone else. So Jared Goff should want him out there at all, even if they're not completely compatible. If they don't have it down yet, the threat he brings on home run hitting plays will make it easier for Amon-Ra St. Brown to get open. Will make it easier for the running game because they won't be able to load the box. So
just send him out there as a decoy.
Exactly.
You don't have to throw to him, but just know that his presence is out there.
Put him out there as a decoy, but throw him the ball too.
If Jared Goff can get him the ball.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Do you have a champ chat comment you want to read?
Yeah, this guy. This guy, I King Horse, man, I'm telling you, he's going to be the Wilt Chamberlain of this. If Spencer was a transformer, he'd transform into a homeless person in a broken car.
Dirty Mike. Transform to Dirty Mike.
Dirty Mike and the boys having a soup kitchen in the back of the Prius.
You were more of a college football guy than me, and maybe we bring this back up when we come back from break, but Abe's always hating on the Lions. I feel like Abe is always hitting the Lions.
He's a Jets fan.
You're a fan of the
He's
Jets.
miserable.
You're the AFC Lions.
Yeah.
If anything, like let's keep it a
The only reason he likes the network is because of Braylon.
Yeah, that's fair. But he said Henry Ruggs is really fast. Was Henry Ruggs as fast as
yes, Henry Ruggs was
as productive as Jamaal?
Not as productive, but they had a loaded wide receiver room. But Henry Ruggs was a freak of nature, and he changed games. But Henry Ruggs went a little too fast at the wrong moment.
That's a wire. Yeah. That was nice. All right, guys. Speak. Tell us about Big Boy.
I will, because for a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries are at Big Boy. It's not the Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. Don't forget about upgrading those fries as well. They got chili cheese fries. They got nacho fries. They got a banger of all bangers, the baked potato fries. So make sure you go satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
Extra cream cheese on my...
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the downtown Detroit Markets, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D, with spotless, sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club. They got all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5. $5, y'all. Listen, you got to go there. You got to pick up the Australian Gold, the designer skin, the Caltan, the Swedish beauty lotions. They're all there for you. ChiliPeppersTanning.com, the hottest balls, the hottest deals, the darkest tans, your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more on the way.
Chili Peppers Tan.
Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com.
Okay.
I got. You got something to comment?
We know who Jared Goff is now in the Woodward Sports chat.
Who is it?
Because he just said, "Oh, my Lanta lives with the hard eyes." So it's Michigan man Jason.
What up, Jason?
You just gave me some away there, bud.
That's hilarious, man. I don't even think that's Liz today.
It's not.
Hey, I'm telling you, this is the place to get your hair cut, fellas. I'm just letting you know. But I want to address something else in the Woodward Sports chat. It's actually Abe. You made the comment of, Henry Ruggs is fast. Henry Ruggs, 12th overall pick in 2018. Healthy Henry Ruggs. Jamaal with a torn ACL, 12th overall pick.
Yeah.
And this is past
Henry Ruggs would have been Jameson Williams would have been the number one receiver off the board if he was healthy, for sure.
Come on, Abe. There's differences to this. You're a fantasy guy. You should know this. You study these things.
No, Henry Ruggs did have game-changing speed.
Henry Ruggs is fast.
But he played with Devontae Smith, John Mechie was on that Alabama roster. Somebody else was too. I can't remember who it was.
Waddle,
yes. Yeah. Waddle, Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, and John Mechie were all on that Alabama receiving corps. Insane.
The other thing I want to say too,
Jamaal was too.
I mean, there's fast guys all the time. Remember, Dre Archer, who had the fast. I think he's the fastest 40 ever.
Yeah.
But he was never good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could be fast. Devin Hester, he was fast, but he was never a good receiver. He's the greatest kick returner of all time. But he wasn't a good receiver.
Not no more. Greatest punt returner.
Why? Who's the greatest kick returner?
Cordell Patterson. He broke the record.
Not.
He has the most kickoff return touchdowns in the history of the NFL.
No way.
Yes, he does.
Jamie, pull it up. What do you guys look? JB,
Spencer's right.
He broke the record last week.
I don't think he broke the record.
He did. The most kickoff return touchdowns.
I think it was the most from that long.
Kickoff return touchdowns in the NFL. Not punt returns. Kickoff.
I'm looking that up.
Go for it.
Okay, Jamie.
Devin Hester has the punt return record, but Cordell Patterson broke the kickoff return one.
It's Devin Hester. With 20.
He does not have 20 kickoff return touchdowns.
According to StatMuse.
That's probably punt and kickoff.
Patterson holds the record as of November 20th for 9 kickoff.
Thank you, JB.
Patterson now owns the record with 9 kickoff return touchdowns, the most in the NFL as of November 20th.
Yeah. The ones for Hester are probably kickoff and punts.
Yeah, that's what it said.
But yeah, he has the most kickoff return touchdowns.
He's not even in the top 5.
He doesn't return punts.
Devin Hester, I'm talking about.
Oh, Devin Hester?
No, he's not.
Yeah, most of his were punts.
Who do you think is number 2? Take a guess.
Number 2, Deshaun Jackson.
Josh Cribbs.
Josh Cribbs is a dog.
Cribbs.
Leon Washington's 3.
Leon Sandcastle.
Well, I mean, they're actually tied. We know how they do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Moving on. This one I had this morning that I wanted to do as a topic before my laptop broke, but I can still get to the basis of it.
Do it. Get to the meat and potatoes.
Somebody has to do with Michigan man Jared Goff in the Woodward Sports chat. All right, but my beef with advanced analytics. Joey, 2 times, you're very familiar with this one as well. But yesterday, on our clip from the show on the Woodward Sports channel was about should the Detroit Lions go defense or draft a quarterback?
Yes.
And there was a course, a Jared Goff truther, a forum, if you will. That's what we're gonna start calling him.
An idiot.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Hey Eric, you dumbass. They commented and said the Detroit Lions have the worst offensive line unit in the league, and that's part of the reason Goff isn't allowed to be great.
Yeah.
And I said, sir,
don't use the R word, Easy.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. I was like, sir, do you have information on this matter? Like, how can one say something as preposterous as this?
Blasphemous.
And he actually hit me with some ish. And it was ESPN's, and I don't know if I got this to Chris in time. I'll try to get it at some point during the segment. But it was ESPN's pass rush win weight.
Pass rush win weight.
It was ESPN's pass rush win weight. And the Detroit Lions were ranked 29th last week. Crazily enough, after 10 hits and 2 sacks on Jared Goff last week, they moved up to 24 now as the worst offensive line pass blocking unit.
Yeah. How many sacks? How many times has Jared Goff been sacked this year? 17.
Second least in the league.
Yeah, there's 24 quarterbacks in the NFL who have been sacked more times than Jared Goff this year. So if you're using the argument that the offensive line isn't good to produce Jared Goff stats, I hate you. I literally hate you.
I hate this. Is the beef I have with advanced analytics. How does that make sense? How does that correlate? A bottom 10 pass blocking team, but they only let up the second least amount of sacks in the league. How does that even correlate? How do you justify that? And here's my other thing with the advanced stats is literally, and I'll let you talk too, Chris. Yeah. This is what they are. They're not, first and foremost, they're not real. They're not real statistics. Yeah. they're hidden underneath the name of advanced analytics.
Wins over replacement.
Yeah,
that one's my favorite. Wins over
replacement. Dude, it's so hypothetical.
If somebody else was here, they would be better. How do you know?
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And it's not even his stats compared to his stats. It's his stats to replacement. Which is random player.
The imaginary replacement. In football, of all sports, is the least sport to do advanced analytics. It's the most random sport of all time.
Advanced analytics makes sense in baseball.
Yes, baseball, basketball. I think basketball is pretty consistent, but football, definitely not.
Yeah,
they're literally a standard set by biases made by somebody.
Yes.
They're not real stats.
I think he won on this pass rush, but I don't think he won on that pass rush. He was double teamed here. because the other guy was close to him. So we're going to count that as a double team.
Yes, and then let me get like just one more last point too. It's like, all right, so I'm like, let me see how they're like calculating this. All right, the pass block win rate.
Pass block win rate. Dude, you're struggling.
I know. Say it 3 times
Pass
fast.
block.
Whoa!
Pass block win rate. Pass block win rate. Pass block win rate.
All right. Pass block win rate. Pass block blib like. Slap it.
I just unlocked. That's what you had to say it 5 times to unlock my Russian sleeper agent.
Yeah, like
Mother, this is for you.
Captain America. What's his name? Anyway, the Winter Soldier. All right. Pass block win rate.
There we go.
There you go.
It's based on like how long you block a guy up until 2.7 seconds. Do you want to know the average time of release in the NFL?
Like 1.3 or 1.6?
2.5 to 2.7 seconds. So how are you even... I hate advanced analytics. I'm sorry this was in the prep. I'm sorry that I didn't have my laptop to come at you guys hard with it, but that was my beef that night. When I saw that at 12 a.m. last night, I lost it. My mind exploded. I hate Jared Goff fans.
I do too.
I don't hate Jared Goff. I hate you Jared Goff defenders. You slap-ass, goofy mother effers, man. What up, Chris? You're a big advanced analytics guy.
No, I'm not. Don't put that on.
You look like
Don't
it.
put that on.
You do look like it.
No, not at all.
Well, if you
You have a friend who makes his own advanced analytics. You have a guy who literally makes up stats. I'm telling you guys, they're made up.
But his I've actually sit and picked his
See?
brain, like, you know, he's actually on some cool stuff with
But
that.
the fact of the matter is, though, is it not a make-believe stat made up of his biases?
It's literally create your own formula.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally you're creating
It's literally
your own formula.
write your own narrative to why you think someone is good or not.
I'm 289 pounds, but advanced analytically, I'm really only 109. Girl, that thing 10 inches long. What you mean?
Yeah.
Their leg says it's 10 inches.
There's an episode of South Park where they do that.
That's literally what it is. What up, though, Chris?
So you kind of hinted at it, so maybe I think that is right, because I was trying to, as somebody that's getting into football, figure out how the hell that stat could be what it is. Like the stats that you brought up, the numbers showing that we have this great pass blocking defense, but yet somehow they're ranking bad and they're failing Jared Goff. Is that simply because I've heard you guys say it a million times, this dude stands in the pocket forever, doesn't move? That's got to be what it is.
Offenses are like, every offense is like tailored different too. Like,
yes.
If you look at Tua Tagovailoa, like, two things that I can credit him on for sure is like his release time, which he has the fastest receivers in the league, but also like his mobility. I've always given that, but his release time is insane. But the offense built that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had these fast receivers. You have a guy that, if we're being real about the situation, he's kind of limited as well as a thrower, and so you want to get like him into the routes and to the ball to the receivers as quickly as possible. You have other ones where guys can sit back because Lamar Jackson can extend a play and run it for you. Like, offenses are built differently too, so to have like one, I guess, base standard for like every single offensive line, like to have them ranked 24th, I think it was. Actually, I'm sorry, I wrote it down. I think it's 27th. Let me be sure on this. Yeah, no, okay, they moved up to 24th. I'm sorry. Somehow moved to 24th after fucking. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swear. 10 quarterback hits and 2 sacks.
Yeah.
And they moved up in the rankings.
Terry dropped that bomb today.
That pissed me off so bad, bro. It makes zero sense.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's just nerds punching in numbers, trying to make themselves sound right. That's what advanced analytics are. I am going to take this number and change it with this one instead of, oh, this player's given up this many sacks. Well, the pass block win rate isn't as good because he doesn't block them as long as he needs to. It's like, okay, but
the ball's out of his hands.
Jared Goff's only been sacked 17 times.
Yeah.
Well, they still suck. Because if he held the ball for 3 more seconds, then he would have been sacked 40 times.
Let's see the part of it too. Like, use your eyes, bro.
Yeah.
It's one of the best offensive lines in the NFL today.
That's what I feel like advanced analytics is for people to justify not watching it. Like,
Yes.
I feel like that's for the national pundit that has to get on and talk all these sports that he doesn't have time to watch. So then he's just presented a bunch of numbers and goes off of that.
If you use advanced analytics, I can almost like start to believe that you didn't watch the actual game.
Right.
Because you can watch the actual game and see like,
yes,
this team's doing pretty well against the Dallas pass rush.
100%.
They must have a pretty good offensive.
Or this is just one of those nights where things are not going right.
Yeah.
Or like, all the things that happen in sports. It's why you play the game. You don't simulate it.
Yeah.
The perfect example on the Seattle Seahawks game, and Kirby Joseph's first start, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the second, he had that touchdown he let up there. He wasn't even in the vicinity of Noah Fant. And then PFF was like, give him the highest grade. And no touchdown, like, scored on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it wasn't close enough to him. Yeah, well, that was his guy.
Yeah, he was supposed to be covering him.
Yeah. He got burnt by 20 yards, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I had to get that out of my system. I apologize. I dropped a few F-bombs during that one.
You did. I don't like that.
I know you don't.
I don't like when you're mean to me. But
mean to you.
Next we have
Chris.
More about the Lions. We're definitely going to talk more about that. But first, let me tell you about where you can get my meat. And that is the Butchery, because the Butchery is the official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network. You can call 248-682-2697. Yes, that's 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. An old school butcher shop from a new school perspective. And again, Chef Dave just had another kid. So go get some of the guy's meat. You know it works. Order it at thebutcherysl.com.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff a Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward and Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Time to talk about Swiss.
Swiss?
Not the arguments of advanced analytics. Swiss Insurance Group and their employees.
Swiss Insurance Group. Holes.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. I didn't even hear you say because the mic was turned down, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Swiss Insurance Group and their employees are heavily involved in their community. It's very rewarding, but it comes with a great responsibility. If you sit on a local youth sports board, homeowners association, or volunteer coach, directors and officers insurance is a must. Make sure the kids, parents, and volunteers are all protected. Call Swiss Insurance today.
A must.
Pass block win rate. Pass block win rate.
Pass block win rate.
Every time you said it, and you said it correctly, by the way, I would get anxiety. I would get like secondhand anxiety.
Like, oh no, it's my turn.
He's gonna do it! He's doing it! What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward. I can't talk at all today.
What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Easy is a must, like the arm of my pit. We just got done talking about.
That's a great line, Spencer.
Advanced analytics. Thanks. I just thought of it.
Shut up,
We just
Chris.
got done talking about advanced analytics and why they're stupid. Now let's talk about something that isn't stupid.
Idiot.
do you have the Aidan Hutchinson Jaguars?
I can get it if you give me a second.
Yeah, it's Aidan Hutchinson obviously was probably the surefire number 1 overall pick. He was the guy everybody thought was going to go number 1. He was the Heisman contender, had a great year, Michigan single season sack leader. Everybody thought, I personally thought he was going to go number 1 overall.
Yeah, his pass rush win rate was great.
Yes, it was.
Pass
Easy.
rush
Thanks for saying
win
that.
rate.
But to the surprise of a lot of people, Jacksonville took Travon Walker. over Aidan Hutchinson, kind of a project. And Aidan Hutchinson did not forget that. Aidan Hutchinson felt he was going to be the number 1 pick. And it just so happens the Detroit Lions are playing the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. And Aidan Hutchinson remembers. The North remembers. Aidan Hutchinson is going to be out there for blood. He's got something to prove. He already did it against Kayvon Thibodeau. Now he has a chance to do it against Travon Walker as well, and to prove that the Jaguars made the wrong pick. Do you think that'll fuel Aidan Hutchinson going into this game? Do you think that'll have him bring a little extra oomph to the table?
He said, yeah. He said it himself. He's like, that's going to be in the back of my mind a little bit. Chris, we're going to the graphic. Whenever you get it, just throw it up right away.
I got you.
Yeah, they asked him. I don't remember. I think it was actually our guy, Eric Woodward, who asked him, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that 100%. But yeah, he said, it's going to be in the back of my mind. Honestly, if you look at this game in total, it is like a little bit of like a revenge game for our guy, DJ Chark, too. And it sounds crazy, like our playoff implications like on the line, because the Jags are 4-7. They have the same record. These teams are actually very similar.
They are very similar.
They're like the AFC Lions, young team that fights really hard. Okay, it's 10-20, man. I apologize. Aidan Hutchinson said that he thought he'd be a Jaguar and number 1 pick 4 months leading up to the draft. Said it'll be in the back of his mind this week as Lions face the one team that passed on him in the draft. And Aiden's not even a guy to like talk trash like that. They asked him during the Michigan State situation. He had nothing to say. He's like, I don't want to interject myself into that because I'm a Detroit Lion. That's all that matters. Anytime he has an interview, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's the boringest shit ever.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not disrespecting. I met him and talked to him. He can talk, cool guy. But he's like, he plays.
He's like a hockey player.
Yeah.
Get pucks deep. You got to work hard, get shots on the net. Hustle, play a full game. It's that.
Yeah. But he stepped out of character today.
He did.
He want to whoop some ass Sunday.
I'd be scared if I was Trevor Lawrence. You're going to have an angry Aidan Hutchinson lining up on the other side.
Big angry white boy.
Big angry white boy.
They scared me too, bro.
Nothing scarier in the world than a big angry white boy. Maybe Cocaine Bear, but that's about it.
I don't want to, again, these teams are very similar. They obviously they have another pass rusher as their first round pick. We have a pass rusher as our first round pick. We don't have the young quarterback that was a former number 1 overall pick. Well, actually, we do have a quarterback that was a former number 1 overall pick. Former player as the head coach, former player as our head coach, both 4-7. It's not a playoff game. I wouldn't say playoff
implications.
Maybe like a graphic game. Graphic game. They're playing to get on the graphic.
This is a dipstick game. This is a measuring cup game. This is somewhere you can show.
Advanced analytics game.
This is an advanced analytics game. This is a pass block win rate game. And we need to see.
You're good.
Oh, thank you.
Damn,
I look and I say it in my mirror 10 times before I go to bed every night. But and then Penny Sewell shows up in my mirror. No, but this is something where the Lions need to show that they are on par with a team like this, who is in a very, very similar spot of their rebuild, who's in a very similar place this season. So the Detroit Lions need to go out there and they need to handle business against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Aidan Hutchinson seems to be having a little more emphasis on why he wants to go out there and dominate, because this team is the only team in the NFL that passed up on him. And he doesn't forget that. Players don't forget stuff like that.
And he also was empty in the stat column last week. Yeah. And although, to the naked eye, as I said before I watched the film, I was like, what?
Naked guy.
Yeah, to the naked guy watching film.
Yeah.
You would say, damn, how's he going to be defensive rookie of the year if
he doesn't have any close?
Yeah, if he's having zeros. Zero close. No, but if he's having 0 closeout, 0 sacks in the game. But if you watch back the tape, he was one of the reasons that James Houston got his sack, flushing Josh Allen out of the pocket, and James Houston capitalized on it. James Houston still beat his guy, by the way. I'm not trying to discredit his stuff, but I think Aidan. I'm sure we weren't the only show to bring that up. I'm sure there's other dumbasses out there, forum.coms, whatever channels probably talking trash on that.
Yeah.
And he's probably like, I'm gonna show those guys up too. Dennis Dyke, whatever your name is, son.
Hey. I don't know if you can say that, but going forward, Aidan also seems like a guy that doesn't need that kind of external motivation. Doesn't need something, because he has that motor. He has that high motor. A good hustle guy. Somebody you want to bring home to mom. You can just see him being the face of your franchise.
Favorite type of dude.
Comstock's favorite type of dude. You can just see him be, he sells jerseys. He puts people in the seats. But no, honestly, he seems like a guy that already comes motivated enough. That is trying to be the best player he can be on every snap. And if you give him something like this that can be that little bit of a push, a little bit of external motivation, we'll see what it can do. Hopefully he goes out there and I don't want to say it because I don't want to be mean to the Jaguars. Rips Trevor Lawrence's head off.
And I saw a couple comments in Woodward Sports Chat asking about Josh Pascal. We need Josh Pascal back. I know that he practiced limited fashion yesterday.
Today as well.
Today as well?
Yes.
I'm just
Josh Pascal.
Somehow we've evaded the Jaguars Lions talk until today, and we're gonna take a deep dive into it tomorrow. But I'm gonna say it off rip, and you already said early in the week too. I think we might whoop some ass this Sunday. I really do, and I said we
plant
again.
Flag
because I'm part French.
Eagles are a lock. Plant flag.
What did you say?
I said, are you planting a flag?
But you said the Eagles are a lock.
The Eagles are a lock.
Oh, Eagles are a lock. No, because last time I did that, it didn't happen.
That's fair.
But I'll tell you what, I already put my money on it.
You did?
I did.
Did you take the spread or the money line?
I took the money line, but now I got to take the spread because then I get more, better odds.
Yeah, it's only -1, so.
Yeah, why not? Dude, I'm going to take a -3. Guys, this is the most healthiest this team's been in quite a while. And now we got to see Josh Pascal in action look good. We got to see a James Houston in action look good. I mean, we haven't seen Jamo, but we might. You know what I'm saying? We might. Jeff Okudah, who's been our hands down the Detroit Lions' #1 cornerback this year, is back.
Yeah.
A guy who just came back as well, Jerry Jacobs, is playing this game too. It just...
There's a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
This guy Eazy is just ruining our next segment in the last 3 minutes of this segment, but I'm excited to see what he can do, and especially if a guy like Josh Pascal is back. Because we saw how much a guy like Josh Pascal, a guy like Kaminsky, how much they help him when he's not just out there doing it by himself. James Houston. I know you hate when I talk about James Houston.
Yeah.
I know you definitely don't want me to bring up James Houston at all because you don't like him for some reason.
That's not true.
That's an inside joke. But I think that will help, especially not having Julian Okwara, who has kind of been the other tandem piece to that pass rush with Charles Harris struggling. I think James Houston can step up and fill that role, even though you hate him.
Stop doing that.
You do.
Because all these nerds on Twitter take it to heart.
Not as much as Ivy, but you do hate him.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure. Yeah. Aidan Hutchinson stack line. I cannot talk today.
Yeah, dude,
Pass block win rate.
Dude, it's that K line I did before. I'm in a K hole right now.
That bump.
I never did that. So when people say, I'm always like, what is that? What is that?
Yeah, me either. I don't know. It's horse tranquilizer.
You sound real convincing there. It's just not.
I've never done that. Me either.
Yeah, no, it's a specific strand of horse tranquilizer that I just don't know.
Well, bro, let's do K-hole and Robo Trip.
Aidan Hutchinson stat line. Prediction.
A sack and a half, 2 tackles for loss, and a fumble recovery.
Wow. Chris?
12 sacks.
Yeah, you already know where I'm going.
He's going to have
37
an advanced
sacks.
sack. Yeah.
37 sacks, a 92 pass block win rate. He'll do it all.
Okay.
JB?
I'm going to do 2 for 2. 2 sacks and then 2 tackles for a loss.
I like that.
And 12 interceptions. Forgot about that.
Duke Nukem in the Woodward Sports Chat said Eazy could beat up Houston and Bruce Lee at the same time.
Houston whoop my ass. James Houston will whoop my ass. Give me 3 tackles, 1 for a loss, and a sack. No, I'll do sack and a half. If Josh Pascal plays, if James Houston is what he was in the last game.
Weird.
What's weird?
He's just on the TV right now.
You're up.
You're up. Why do you want to fight him so bad, Spencer?
Why do you hate him? Why do you not want to
make
talk
out with your
about
girlfriend or something like that?
Yeah, he might have.
By the way, speaking of fighting, Chris got beat up by a door yesterday. That was so funny, bro. Oh my!
I got JP.
What door? What door?
No door.
Who door? Who door?
The door in the back where Ryan and them are editing the video stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was, he dapped us all up. He's dipping out for the night, and then you're.
It was a 2-piece.
Well, man, hey JB, tell me why today too. He was like, I didn't hit my face. Like, bro, yes, you did. Bro.
Wait, JB, hold on. So if I'm being honest, I know I had my phone like this. I was reading a text and about to reply to somebody, and I had my two arms out like this, and I hit. I don't think I hit my head. Eazy says I did.
Brother.
Did I, JB? I'll let you be the.
I was going to note. I can't really tell because like the way I was watching it, it sounded like you hit your head, but then again, I don't really know.
My head was down because I was texting.
Yeah, because you were looking at your phone.
But my arms were out in front, so I don't. That's why I don't think. But maybe I just got rung so bad that I don't remember that.
Are you
part
concussed
of it.
right now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you got concussed and forgot that.
Not more or less than usual.
You know what I'm going to do during the break? I'm going to run back there, take a picture of the face smudge you probably left out.
There was a smudge, actually.
Yeah, bro, you definitely. If you want to get into good shape, so maybe you can win a fight against the door, unlike Chris, all you got to do is go to Planet Fitness.
So dog walk over.
Planet Fitness is the studio sponsor of Woodward Sports Network, and it's the home of the Judgment Free Zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. Has tons of equipment, a full body workout in just 30 minutes of the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of that for just $10 a month. Join in club or online today at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
At Alta, Uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up? Alta has you covered. Give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where Uptime matters. Pass block win rate. Uptime. Pass block win rate. I think when I say win, I automatically want to go rate. Wait.
Over. Yeah.
Win weight.
That's fair.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Sports.com. My boy Easy, joined by my man Spin Morax.
What up, though?
Got my guy Young Chris and
the number
JB
is less.
Smooth with the 1s and 2s. If you guys missed the beginning of the show, in the intro, we're doing a chat champ of the day, and per our bosses, they might win some merch. I don't know if it's gonna be like a daily thing or winning merch. That sounds like a loss on money.
Yeah, probably a monthly thing.
Yeah.
So whoever wins
tally
the
them up.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah. And today is December 1st.
And I see D-Max in the day. He's giving chat nominees.
D-Max giving some good comments too.
Does D-Mac get a champ nominee?
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You can't
People
win?
that work here can't win.
Yeah, you know what, D-Mac, you can't win either because you were making fun of me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I would never say
Screw
to
you.
his face. Did I tell you one day, I was like, he came in.
You're a role
give him
player.
Well, he hit me, I'm sorry. And I was like, God. I was like, damn.
Oh, yeah. Me and D-Mac, fist bump before every show. And it's
aggressive.
solid contact
Yeah.
every time. D-Mac's my guy, man.
He always says, too, like, sometimes he has to smoke to, like, bring himself down.
Yeah.
Calm himself down. So I'm like, thank God. I
Makes
couldn't
sense,
imagine.
dude. D-Mac's hyped up.
That's not winning, Joink!
Yeah. Joink.
Why do you think that happened? Is it like someone who knows?
It's a Canadian thing, probably.
Joink. It's not winning, joink. All right, guys. Speaking of defense, gotta defend. Keep your hands up every time D-Max in the building. High fives, turn to face slaps on accident often. Ask Dosa Isaac. I cannot talk today.
Yeah, what is
Isaac
wrong
eats.
with you?
I really don't know. I'm lost too. I had a bad day.
He's drowning.
I am drowning. I did feel naked coming in without my laptop. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair.
But we already said it. Jeff Okudah, Jerry Jacobs in the last segment. They're looking like they're going to be back. I've been practicing in red contact jerseys. Jerry Jacobs didn't officially have a concussion, so he's not, technically in the concussion protocol. However, Jeff Okudah was, and he had a little bit of a bye week. I'd almost call it, basically, from that Thursday game, and they're both going to be back. And if we're keeping it a buck, we had it in the prep yesterday. I don't know if we actually hit on it, but since the departure of Aubrey Pleasant, this defense has only allowed 21 points per game. They're now, averaging a turnover a game as well. Like, they're on fire.
Yeah.
Is somebody else on fire? Did somebody get a chat champ nominee?
Duke Nukem in the Woodward Sports chat says Chris needs to be Quagmire for Halloween. That'd be a good one. I think Woody would be good too.
Woody would be good.
Or Doorknob.
The doorknob from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my! You know what Chris could be? You see the new Toy Story where they got the spork? He's all wearing. Hey,
that's for
sure.
One year, spork toy with the pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
One year I was Buddy the Elf.
Yeah.
And I hadn't actually seen the movie yet at that point. This is my first year at Michigan State too. So this was like I went a long time in life without actually seeing this movie. And when I went there, a bunch of people kept coming up to me, being like, "I hope you find your dad." And I was so confused.
He starts crying in the corner.
So
he's like, "What happened to my dad?"
My friend had a run-in with Elf on Halloween.
Was it?
Oh, you told the story. Was
it the year of Jabril Peppers?
Yeah.
Then it was probably me. There's a picture I can find it that I have of me taking a picture with another Buddy the Elf.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's.
We were outside of I think Luha's.
Your friend beat Chris's ass.
No, he didn't. He just because my friend was dressed up as a cowboy, and the guy who was dressed up as Elf walked by and was like, "Hey, howdy, partner," or something. And my friend was like, "Oh, Elf." And this is like the most unconfrontational person I've ever met.
You're saying that.
No.
It doesn't sound as cool.
It's cool.
I'll say it.
No.
You say it now. I'll say
no,
fuck for you.
Fuck off, Elf. Yeah.
I truly don't remember anything of the Elf interaction. I just remember the picture, and it's somewhere on Grand River because I can tell by the background. And I'm holding a bottle of Bombay. I don't know how or why I'm holding a bottle of Bombay. It's the only time I've ever had in my life. It probably was
Chris. Chris would be the one to walk by the cowboy and say, "Howdy, cowboy."
It was a good time.
All right, speaking of good times, I'm ready to see this Detroit Lions team destroy the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I don't mean like any double-digit leads and all that good stuff like that. It may be like a one-score game. I think the Jags have 6 one-score losses. We have 5 of them. But I think, nonetheless, we're going to whoop some ass. And I think a lot of it has to do with our defense finally getting healthy and on the field together. Between Jerry Jacobs and Jeff Okudah mainly in the secondary. And then you also have Josh Jacobs who's been practicing this week. The Romeo Okwara situation, has he been on the injury report when you look today, Chris?
No.
Or Sus?
No. He was not on there either.
So he might be back too.
Possibly.
James Houston coming off a 2-sack performance and only 5 snaps. What are you expecting, Spinny?
I'm expecting them to play a lot better because you look at it, in the Buffalo game, you're going up against Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, but Mike Hughes gave up 5 receptions for 41 yards and a touchdown. Will Harris, on 5 targets, gave up 4 receptions for 75 yards and a touchdown. So Jeff Okudah and Jerry Jacobs obviously left in that game. Jeff Okudah did not play in that game. So the Lions need that back end of the defense to get some help. And Jeff Okudah and Jerry Jacobs will provide that because they are our 2 best coverage players. The 2 best secondary members on this team are Jerry Jacobs and Jeff Okudah. So you need them out there playing at all times. I'd love to see them play strong games. They're going up against a good quarterback who can make some throws. They're going up against like Christian Kirk, Zay Jones. Not no world beaters in that wide receiver core, but they're solid receivers. So having guys out there that can play coverage and play it well will mean a lot for this Detroit Lions defense, especially when Aidan Hutchinson wants to get his hands on Trevor Lawrence. He wants to make an impact on the game. Having guys like Seatbelt Gang and Hefe back there strapped to some receivers will be good for not only the pass rush, but for the whole defense. It'll help the pass rush, give them more time to get to Trevor Lawrence, give them more time to get in that backfield and make some plays. So that is one thing that they can look forward to. And another thing is just sticking to the receivers, not allowing blown coverages, not allowing missed assignments in the back end of that defense. And we all know what Jeff Okudah can do, helping in the run game as well, making tackles, stepping up and making tackles. That will be an important facet of the game that is hopefully brought back, and hopefully Jeff and Jerry are both at 100% and ready to go.
Yeah, it's crazy too because like you look at Jeff Okudah as a cornerback, and he's a bigger body cornerback, the type that you and I both admittedly like kind of fall in love with come draft time. And you'd assume that guy would be on the bigger body receiver like Zay Jones or maybe even Marvin Jones too. But for me, after seeing what he did to Devontae Smith, and mind you, Devontae Smith is having like a pretty solid year after the fact, but he locked him down. You know what I'm saying? And then like this defense specifically too, they're physical off the line. We went over it when the show first started. We talked about how like, you know, Aaron Glenn wanted to enforce that physicality, and we've heard it from like teams prior after playing the Detroit Lions too. I mean, the Bills were witness to it as well. Like, damn, we played a good football team today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that that can be applied to their number one receiver, which is Christian Kirk. I'd put Jeff Okudah on Christian Kirk. And by the way, too, to Jeff Okudah's point, or I guess to his credit, you go back to that Dolphins game. Mm-hmm. I think he had 2 catches on him. And one of them was a damn good catch, too, by the way.
It's a great catch.
Yeah, I think he actually tipped it, and then they ended up catching it. So, like, Jeff Okudah, I'm not going to say he looks like the number 3 pick. Maybe he does. Sauce.
He looks like a first-round cornerback.
He does, man. And it's just so beautiful to see. And then Jerry Jacobs, might I add, he looks like a first-round cornerback, too. I'm just going to go out there. If that gets clipped and I get pooped down for it, deservedly so, maybe, because he's an undrafted free agent. But when this kid's on the field, he plays his ass off. And we had Owen in here yesterday who said, you know, he has Stephon Diggs on the sideline bitching at his teammates, telling him, like, we got to play better. What the hell's going on? Jerry Jacobs was one guarding Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
Like, these guys, having them both healthy in this game, because mind you, I mean, the Jags are better than I think their record says, and that may be me just digging my heels on my preseason prediction of them winning their division. But they're pretty. They could be dangerous.
They're a dangerous team.
Trevor Lawrence had 173 yards in the fourth quarter last week.
Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. Like I said, their weapons are not world beaters, but they're good. Travis Etienne is a great running back, and he's a little banged up, so we'll see how much that plays a factor into what he can do in that game. But bringing in a Super Bowl winning head coach, Doug Peterson, helps a lot. And it has helped that Jaguars team a lot. So I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to see them produce, but I'm also excited to see the Lions go toe-for-toe with a team that is on about equal grounds with them right now. Mm-hmm. We've talked about they're very similar so far this season. They're very at similar spots in their rebuilds, and I'd like to see how the Lions stack up against a good team that's coming off of a big win and coming into Detroit. So the Lions are going to have to step up. They're going to have to play a great game, not make any silly mistakes, and take care of business.
100%. 1,000%. Speaking of take care of business, this will be the last time we do this business here because it's not for our show. No?
Bedrock.
Okay. Well, speaking of taking care of business, I got to read to you guys about the Bedrock. DeckedOutDetroit.com. Downtown Detroit is all decked out this holiday season with the return of the Cadillac Lodge in Monroe Street Midway. The Midway is a giant slide, winter bumper cars, and an indoor arcade. Plus, you can grab drinks at the Lodge before or after games. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long with DeckedOutDetroit.com.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuffa Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward and Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries, What will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Rax.
What
we
up,
got
though?
young Chris to the TV booth. JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s. Speaking of JB Smooth, he has some breaking news during the commercial break. What's going on? Something with AB?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys really care or not, but of course you know AB's back in trouble again, and apparently he's in a police standoff right now, and apparently has guns in the house. So,
yeah, from Amy Dash. Yeah. I just got to make sure that this is
that
legitimate. I mean, she's got 48,000 followers. Odyssey Sports, CBS Sports Radio, Fox Sports Radio. She says Antonio Brown is reportedly engaged in a standoff with police and has locked himself inside his home, refusing to turn himself in on active arrest warrant for alleged battery. Police negotiators are trying to reason with Brown using a megaphone. Brown allegedly has guns in the house.
Yeah, I got my tweet from NFL_Dove Kellerman.
Yeah.
You had a graphic, you said, Chris?
Yeah, you want me to throw it up?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this is the tweet that JB sent in the chat.
Breaking. Antonio Brown is reportedly in a standoff with police. He has an arrest warrant for domestic battery. Brown is alleged to have guns in the house. I mean, he's crazy for sure.
He is crazy.
Without a doubt, Antonio Brown is insane, but like,
yeah,
who wants to go to jail? They'd have to come and get me too, honestly. I'm just keeping it a buck, like, and allegedly have guns in the house. Well, yeah, if you're a gun owner, you're going to have guns in the house. It's
ESPN tweeted, an arrest warrant has been issued for Antonio Brown in Tampa, Florida on a battery charge stemming from an incident on November 28th. So, wow. Antonio Brown being crazy, doing crazy things. That is pretty wild. Hopefully, everyone ends up safe in that situation, and cooler heads prevail, and nothing bad comes out of that situation. But
yeah, I don't think it's like that.
We also do have some more breaking news. Tyler Bertuzzi, has been placed on the IR after suffering an injury in the game last night. The Red Wings recalled Austin Sarznik, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, from the Grand Rapids Griffins and placed left wing Tyler Bertuzzi on the injured reserve. So Bertuzzi's going to miss some time, and the Red Wings are down another goal scorer. It's luckily Fabry is on the come up and should be joining the team very soon, and they are very deep at the wing position. But it sucks to see Bert go down. He just got back. He's making plays. He's trying to get his mojo back, trying to get in the rhythm of things. Big locker room guy. Everybody loves Bert in the locker room, and he is being placed on the IR today. So that sucks.
Do you know what for? You said the...
No, it was... let me look into it a little bit more.
Same as before? That does suck. It's actually crazy. That's perfect timing for like our Red Wing segment as well, because last night they lost in a comeback effort, should I say. Can you lose in a comeback effort? Does that even make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they did so. How about I look up the injury, because you were actually there at the game. Tell us what happened.
It says he took a shot on his hand in that Buffalo game, and he did. He took a shot from Ben Sherratt last night on his hand. Left the game. He did come back in that game, but he's placed on the injured reserve today. Yeah, it was a tough game at start. We got there. It was 4-1 in quick work, and Mo Sider went down. I was like, oh, jeez, this is like bad down. Like he was on the ice, looked injured. had to get helped off the ice. It was tough to see. He eventually came back in the game and seemed fine, so that was great. But the Red Wings came back, and they came back and tied it up. They came back and they scored 3 goals in the third period to tie it at 4 and to send it into overtime. I was really confused with how they started overtime, because they started the overtime with a 3 lineup of Ben Sherratt, Andrew Kopp, and Rasmussen. And as much as I like those guys, it's not a 3-on-3 lineup I want to see out there. The only 2 defensemen I want to see on the ice in overtime personally is Mo Seider and Phil Baronic. It's tough, and you need some speed out there. Buffalo really possessed the puck for the majority of the overtime period. Nobody scored, so it went to a shootout, and the Red Wings hit the post twice in the shootout. It's tough. It's tough to finish. And eventually, when this team is fully healthy, when everyone is back, you expect their shooters on a shootout to be Dylan Larkin, Robbie Fabry, and Jakub Vrana. So, obviously, that can't happen right now, but eventually those shootout situations will be handled a little differently. But, yeah, the Red Wings came back. It was gritty, man. They put on a gritty performance. Let up a couple easy goals in the first period. Bergeron started off the scoring, and then they let up a shorthanded goal. They let up another easy goal. And then it started to fall apart. They got down 4-1, and eventually Sundqvist scored 2 goals. Perron scored a goal, and they tied it up and went to overtime. So it was a fun game to watch. Kubi got absolutely robbed by Anderson. It was a lot of good plays happening, but yeah, it was a fun game to watch. The Red Wings got a point out of it, which in a game that they shouldn't have, so that's always good. But they're going to need to win. They're playing Las Vegas pretty soon, so they're going to need to win that one to finish off their homestand.
I mean, I hope they get it done. I didn't get to watch the game last night. I did. D-Mac just handed out another chat champ nominee, though, because we went to you, because you were actually at the game. So what happened last night, King Horse says, here's what happened at the game. I got blackout drunk and I took an Uber home.
I didn't get blackout drunk. I had 4 beers.
Was it a good time?
It was a good time. Very fun.
Was it rocking?
Oh, yeah. It was live.
That's the one
thing. The band kind of sucks, but it was fun.
Yeah, what was that? Was it like a cover band?
They have a cover band up there that plays songs and intermissions. The guy was looking up lyrics on his phone while he was going, it was 24 Karat Magic. And he had to look up the lyrics for it. I was
they're the same.
Come on.
Yeah.
Showtime.
What's that sound?
And then they had this dude covering Jay-Z's verse. It was tough.
Wait, the same dude you sent us the video of was doing Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, it was.
That's kind of.
It was kind of cringy, but
ever since the season opener last year against the Lightning, that place was rocking.
Yes,
that place was lit.
It was very. LCA was rocking. Red Wings fans were up. Everybody's standing up. Everybody's cheering, going crazy. Like I said, they scored 3 goals in the fourth period. Why do I keep saying that? 3 goals in the third period to tie it at 4.
In the fourth period.
I said that twice now. 3 goals in the third period to tie it at 4. It was very impressive, and they showed a lot of grit, Dan Campbell grit, to get back in that game and at least save a point.
LCA, I haven't been there since. I've been there since the hockey games were there. D-Mac took me. But it was during the COVID situation, so there were probably a total of 300 people in the building. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot. What, another chat nominee?
Go Blue and Woodward and King Horse and the Woodward Sports Chat are going at me. He said, Go Blue said, how's the game, Spencer? Bro, I ate 12 hot dogs. King Horse says, Spencer's game recaps are just his reviews of the food and how he made it home at 3 a.m. I did have a piece of pizza and a pretzel. I was hungry. I came right from work. I was starving.
You did.
Yeah.
So, how my boy Ned look?
Not great.
I'm rooting for him, especially you guys start trashing him.
I mean, he lets up easy goals.
Yeah,
that's what it is. There were 2 goals. The first 2 goals of the game he let up were ones he should have stopped.
Buffalo's they're pretty.
They're not good
at all.
No.
When was the time they were in the playoffs?
Thought they were in a hot streak though.
They're 9-17 on the year, I think.
Oh, damn.
They're not a good team. Owen Power, though. Owen Power is probably going to win Calder. He's a rookie.
Oh, okay.
He is huge. That guy, it's a big man.
Bigger than Cider, yeah?
Yes, bigger than Cider.
I'm bigger insider too. You feel me?
We're all bigger insider, brother.
Advanced analytics say so. Tell us about SMA.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys about SMA if you're being, trashed by Eazy. The sports marketing agency helps spread the awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. Trust me, guys, I used to work in this field. I know coming forward to get help is a big reason why people feel like they'll be judged for their actions, so they don't do it. And that's where the stigma comes from. So if you or someone you know is seeking help, make sure you go to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Folding Warehouse in Hamtramck, the home of the original football bowling pin game called Folding. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120 if you get thirsty. They got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foldingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Morax.
What up, though?
Yeah, Young Chris and TD Booth, JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s, and I'm flowing through the Woodward Sports chat because it's time. It's time to select our very first, the inaugural
Chat Champ.
Woodward Heavyweights Chat Champ. I know D-Mac had a couple names in there too. I-King.
I-King gets a spot. Go Blue gets. Make the poll, Chris.
Yep.
I-King Horse.
Okay.
Go Blue.
We can't put Darren in there because he was just winning.
Can't put Darren in there. Yeah, cannot do that. We'll do Sapper 18.
Sapper had one. Somebody else had one too.
And
I can't scroll that high up.
Flocka Waka.
And Naked HD chat too. Put them in there.
Naked
as well.
HD, no, they would win every time.
Naked HD was killing it.
But so far we got I-King, Go Blue, Sapper 18, and Flocka Waka.
All right. Who do you think's going to win?
We'll allow the people to vote for the first inaugural Woodward Heavyweights Woodward Sports Chat Champ.
I feel like there was someone else's. I apologize. Do I vote?
I'm voting.
Yeah, everybody
Are you voting, Chris?
I'm not voting for I-King because he's mean.
Do we have to reveal our votes?
No.
I guess the chat reveals
No, it's like
votes live.
a
Wow,
democracy.
coming up to a strong lead. I-King with 67%.
Well, it's his cult.
Yeah, it is his cult.
Is it his cult? I would definitely.
Dude, it started with everybody being like, oh, here you go, I-King.
Oh, yeah, it's I-King in a route so far. He's at 65% with...
He said he sent me a picture, actually. I'm going to go see.
Almost 20 votes in.
Oh, there's a picture of you.
But,
of me?
A picture of me?
Jason Momoa without a beard.
Oh. We got to...
He looks like a... I know.
God, that is scary. But we have to talk about what Jamal Williams did today. Do you got that?
Yes, I do.
Jamal Williams bought his offense.
His offensive line.
Offense. The entire offense.
The entire offense?
The entire offense.
I guess he's probably
the holiday season came early.
Here it is, our guy Eric Woodyard tweeting, shout out. Jamal Williams gifted his Lions teammates on offense as well as the coaching staff with these custom robes. Quote from Jamal Williams, "I thought that was what you're supposed to do as a vet," he said. "This is what I've learned," Williams said. Aaron Rodgers would gift the team with UGG boots. in Green Bay.
That's the most Aaron
Ugg
Rodgers
boots
gift.
as a Green Bay. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a Aaron Rodgers move, is to give people Ugg boots. But that Jameson Williams gifted the offensive coaching staff robes with himself on them, and they were personalized. And said,
That's
Jameson Williams
such a
is the
skill
man.
player gift.
Jameson Williams is the man.
Here's this thing with me all over it. I want to make a statement on the Colts, the Indianapolis Colts. I'm talking Colts in general, like Colts, C-U-L-T.
Oh, Colts.
Yeah. Like,
okay. I thought you were like, what about the Colts?
Are they? First of all, are they illegal? Or are they like still
Colts?
Yeah.
I think they are.
Because are they like disband? I don't understand like why though. Because
they normally end up committing mass suicide.
No,
it's normally how most Colts end.
It's like, dude,
there's multiple
Come on,
Colts.
bro. It was one time.
This guy Easy's like, one bad apple just ruined it for all of us.
No, we're being real though. Like,
there are a couple different Colts that have done that.
Yeah.
Are you pulling Kanye?
No,
whoa.
Well, hold on.
Jesus, man.
What's the difference?
Solo camp.
What's the difference between religion and a cult? A little bit. Get what I'm saying though?
Dog, I'm not touching this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna look up the definition of a cult.
Yeah, like why is it different from like a religion?
Chill.
I'm asking. I'm not
I know,
making any.
and I'm not answering.
Yeah. Don't tell me. Chill. You said you're looking it up.
Cult, a system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. A relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. A misplaced, excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. I think, I don't know, I don't even want to say this because Easy's got me down a rabbit hole right now, but I believe religions are based off faith, and cults are more like worshiping an actual person.
No, they're in Indianapolis.
Like
Jesus is an actual person?
Cults like a live person right now, like the cult of
Jesus lives in all of us.
Jared Leto had a cult.
That's okay.
Where like people would go to an island and he would like walk around in a silken robe and like touch them, and they'd like live on this island.
I would 100% do that. What do you mean?
You would be in Jared Leto's cult?
No. I would be the cult leader.
Oh, you'd be a cult leader?
Yeah, dude. The cult leader smashes everyone's wives. like, I'm just like, you can do whatever you want. They do whatever you say.
What is it?
You would not want to be a cult leader?
Creed said it in The Office. He's like, I've been a part of a lot of cults. Yeah. Some as a follower, some as a leader. You have a lot more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader.
I'm just saying.
Jared Leto literally has a cult of people. That's why I think they like worship like a person.
Yeah.
Like
that sounds right.
I don't know. I don't know specifically, but
I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is where did this even come from? But
what?
Emerald Eyes 7 Zemi says, wasn't Charles Manson a big cult guy?
He was a big Indianapolis Colts guy.
He was a big Colts guy.
No, dude, you get to smash everybody's wife. You make all the rules.
Just like a pastor. No, I'm playing.
Oh, man.
It's just like how Detroit Lions Forum is the cult of Jared Goff.
Yes.
Sapper 18 said the cult of Goff.
It is crazy how divisive Jared Goff is in this town.
Has become.
Because he's not even, like, good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say he's not good, but he's mediocre.
Honolulu Blue Sparty said, wow, Easy going for shock value today. Honestly, if you told me today, I'd be sitting up here and Easy would ask me to explain the difference between religion and cults. That wouldn't have been on my bingo.
Not on my bingo card.
Said, if your bingo card was Easy asked Spencer to explain the difference between religion and cults, Easy compares Spencer to Kanye. Easy's like, those would not have been there for me. Antonio Brown gets in a standoff with police. Like,
yeah, that's the most realistic.
Are we in the Twilight Zone right now? Like, things are just happening.
I was trying to think of all the benefits. You get to smash the wives, make all the rules, collect all the money.
There are definitely benefits of being a cult leader, but I think it's frowned upon.
I think it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's something you should strive to.
So I wasn't
figuring it out in his head.
Yeah, he's like, so like they could pay me, I could have sex with their wives, they'd be devoted, like
not easy.
Too bad.
Like, should I
smash my wife?
You try to start
bless
your own
her.
How many people? Okay, first we got to close the poll.
Yep.
King Horse.
The first
is the chat champ. A close race. With
wow, go blue.
Go
I'm
blue.
proud of you, bro.
Close
You were
strong.
in there.
Close strong. So congratulations to King Horse for being the
Maybe
first
get
chat
some
champ.
merch.
And before we end it, put up on your Twitter, would anybody join my cult? I'm making a poll.
No, I'm not doing it. I want to say this though. Before I was I used to not be religious. I was like looking for a religion, and I was like, well, let me find stuff that I'm into, right? I was like, what religion allows you to have like multiple wives and like smash all the girls? Yeah,
polygamy.
And there was one, and it was like they believe like an alien type of thing, and I got scared to go to the
Scientology.
meeting. Yeah, they won't stop emailing. It's not Scientology. It's another one.
No,
I show you the emails. They still email me to this day. They're like, what happened?
Oh, it's like the Pastafarian, or that's where they praise the giant spaghetti monster in the sky. That's actual religion.
Wow. See, that's a cult. That sounds like a cult.
That is an Indianapolis cult.
Tomorrow they're going to be called Indianapolis Football.
Honest God, we should the whole Woodward Heavyweight chat. We should meet up at this cult meeting.
That is a really weird ending to the
Smash
show.
all the wives.
But we appreciate you for tapping in live on WoodwardSports.com. Spaghetti, I'm in.
Tomorrow they're calling themselves the Indianapolis Football Team.
5 to 7 Monday through Friday. For the man to my left, the one, the only, Speak Easy. Chris Platty holding it down on TV booth. Our boy JB Smooth. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Heavyweights. Don't cancel us. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What's your dialogue say about that?